How's it, guys? Welcome to CrossFit Jozi. I'm here with Mary for another head-to-head. 24.3, last open workout. It's been fun the last few weeks. Maybe not the workout so much, but it's been fun to watch these athletes get down and show us what they got. What do you think of this week?
I think CrossFit redeemed themselves, and I like this workout. It's more of a test, more of a CrossFit test that we know and the CrossFitters like. So I'm sure a lot of the CrossFitters are quite excited to get this one under the belt. Yeah, it's a great workout. I really enjoyed it. Tough, but a good workout.
Yeah, I think it's gone back to sort of traditional CrossFit. I mean, what's more CrossFit than Fran? Thrusters and pull-ups. Yeah, there we go. We're just going to make a chest to bars and some bar muscle ups, which is really great for the top echelon. And I think that's going to be really cool this weekend. The leaderboard's going to kind of split, and we're going to see who's really up there and who's gearing for semi-finals this year.
Also, a nice thing about this workout, Tomo, is that not only so most of your average members, your RX members in the gym can all do chest to bars. But there's those people that are borderline and haven't really tried the bar muscle ups, or they've tried and they've maybe got one. And so this workout, it enables you to do the workout and then get to a certain point and then give a bar muscle up a try. Even if it means that you spend 5 minutes trying a bar muscle up, then and you probably find that you had a lot of people RXing or not RXing, PBing on bar muscle ups, which is nice. It's good for gyms, it's good for CrossFit.
Yeah, I think it was very clever how they did it. The thruster weight's not too heavy. We had like CrossFit Jozi last night, Friday Night Lights. We had a lot of members getting their first chest to bars, so opting, it was tempting enough not to do the scaled option. So I think we had a lot of people doing that RX and getting those movements for the first time, and that's what the CrossFit Open's really about.
And this one is really a spectator workout as well. Like, my gym was on fire last night just because it's so exciting to watch. The others have been, that 20 minutes was hard to watch, I'm not going to lie. The dumbbells and the burpees was a good one, nice to watch, but not as exciting as this one. This one's a lacquer one to watch.
No, I think it's going to be exciting. We've got some great athletes here. We've got Ruan and Henri up against each other. They're going first. And then we've got Janine and Dina. So, guys, it's going to be a smashing morning. We'll see you now.
How's it, guys? We are with our males for today. We've got Ruan and Henri over here. How's it going, guys? Henri, how are you doing?
Very well, thanks, Mary.
We're doing well. We're keeping it on the flip side, Mary.
Now, guys, tell me about this workout. Apparently, you guys have already tried it. You giving it a try?
Yes, so obviously being a team, we have to take videos within the gym, so we had to do a run through, and hopefully it's good enough. So body's a bit tender, but yeah, we'll manage it.
Feeling excited for some bar muscle ups ahead. I haven't done the workout before. I'm not going to follow Henri's pathway of dry running it and doing it 3 more times. So we'll have some fun with him on the floor today and then see how it goes. Looking forward to it.
Nice. And tell me, what do you think about this workout? How do you feel?
Yeah, I think it's a very great very good workout. Obviously the thrusters coupled with gymnastics is always a tough workout. So yeah, it's very grippy. I can tell Ruan that at least. So yeah, hopefully the strategy that I'm gonna do today will pay off.
Are you changing strategy?
Yes, I'm gonna try definitely something different.
Interesting. Okay.
I agree with Henri as well. It's a very great workout. I think it's something that the whole community can take part of, and then adding that high-skilled workout movements at the end with a bar muscle up. So trying not to get sucked in at the start. See how we can hold on through there, just maintaining a good pace, and then just seeing how the muscle ups and the heavy thruster goes after that. So we're pretty excited to see how it goes.
And guys, plans for this year? What's your plan?
So we're going team again. We've got myself, Janine, Lani, and Baran joining.
Nice team.
Lani this year replacing Emma. Emma is obviously pregnant, so congrats to Emma.
Yes.
So that's the plan, and hopefully we can make it all the way.
Okay. I back you guys. I think you guys have got a good chance.
Yeah, I think we've fit enough. We've put in a lot of work and we've trained a lot together. So yeah,
nice.
Very, very excited.
Well, good luck for that.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And you, what's your plan for you, Ruan?
So my life took a bit of some twists and turns in the last few months. So if obviously I want to try and get to the semi-finals again, we'll see how that goes. Training has taken a little bit of a back seat the past few months. So if I'm fortunate and lucky enough to get to the semis, I'll definitely give it a run as an individual again. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, for now, just enjoying the fitness journey, enjoying the Open and getting through to quarters. And then we'll try and prep and hit the quarters as hard as we can to see if we can get through to semis. Obviously rooting for Henri and them. They've done good last year, so backing them also to try and get to that game spot this year as well.
Okay, nice. Just one more question, guys. What underwear are you wearing?
Puma.
Wait.
Puma.
What underwear are you wearing?
I don't even know. I think what's it? Bear. Bear is the maker.
Okay, guys. Good luck for this workout. I hope to see you smash it, or I will see you smash it. All the best. Good luck.
Welcome, Mary. This is going to be interesting.
Yo, I mean, I did this one yesterday, Tomo, and let me tell you, the wheels came off in that second round of 5. I'm not going to lie.
It's going to be interesting to see what their plan is. I assume thrusters unbroken the whole way. Oh, Henry's just broken there, so that's interesting.
He said he did the workout yesterday, and I mean, not doing this workout yesterday as well, I also broke up, and I think it's a decent strategy. I mean, these guys are sharp. There's nothing stopping them from going 10 and 10 unbroken on both the chest bars and the thrusters. But it's not a chest bar or a thruster workout. It's a bar muscle up workout. So you almost have to, and you're pressing. There's just an accumulation of pressing. So those bar muscle ups at the end just get so hard.
Yeah, I think it's definitely about pacing yourself. Make sure you're not going out too hot. But it's going to be interesting to see. I think they've both got to go to finish this if they're going to be in the top of Africa. So it's going to be interesting to see how it all pans out.
100%. I mean, I'm excited to see how this Henri does. I like his strategy already. Like I'm quite keen on the chilling on the first few rounds. It is easy to just go. I'm not going to lie. It's easy to go. But Ruan seems to have his pace under wraps as well.
Yeah, he's not breaking anything up, but going a little slower. So it's going to be interesting to see. I think Ruan generally in the past a very strong gymnastics athlete. So it'll be interesting to see how this pans out. I know he's now working a 9 to 5, so that's something new for him this year. So not training as hard as he would have liked. But it's going to be interesting. He's still up there on the leaderboard, so it'll be good to see.
Yeah. I mean, his movement pattern is quite different to Henri on the other side. If you watch the chest bars, his movement pattern is quite different. Henri's got a lot more hip involvement on those chest bars than Ruan does. So it'll be interesting to see what happens on the bar muscle ups later. Whether Ruan maintains because of that, or whether Henri maintains better because of what he's done. I don't know if it's a conscious thing or an unconscious, subconscious thing.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Henri looking very, very comfortable on those chest to bars.
I mean, going on to their, third round now?
Yeah, third round. Ruan looking a bit, looks like he's fighting it a bit, may have gone out a bit hard. He did that first set unbroken.
Yeah, it looks like it's possible. Henri's a CrossFit owner an affiliate owner at CrossFit Tijger Valley. I did a comp with him at Sun City. It was the last man standing comp. It's the first time I've ever teamed up with him, but one of the nicest guys I've ever competed with. Very, very nice. He's got a cool head about him. Nice guy.
Yeah, I think he's an awesome gent, and maybe this is going to be the year. I mean, I know they've been going hard to get to the games the last 3 years and just missing it. So it's going to be interesting to see if they make it this year. They pulled Lani into that team from last year, so it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, I do hope so. I'd like to see an African team make it to games with very little hiccups and be able to maintain and really showcase what Africa has. So I hope it's these guys. I don't know too much about the other teams that are in the running this year, but these people and these athletes in this team, all really solid athletes, and I'd like to see them do well.
Yeah, I think it'll be very interesting to see. They seem like a more sort of all-round team than we've seen at the games the last few years. I think Cape CrossFit last year, really good in the CrossFit stuff, but struggled a bit in the other endurance stuff. And I think hopefully this team's got enough experience. It's a slightly older group of athletes that they've got it waxed, and if they make it, they'll be able to really put on a show.
100%. I mean, they've got Janine Enslin, who's been doing CrossFit as long as I have. She's got age on her side, but very, very, very experienced athlete. She's been to just as many semi-finals as me. The only thing she hasn't done yet is she hasn't had a games appearance, but I really do hope that she does it this year and she makes the games this year, because she is a phenomenal athlete, and I think the team together, they've got a great dynamic and a great set of a great bunch of heads for CrossFit.
There we go. Henri's just finished his first round.
Ruan trailing there a little bit, but it's not made in that first 5 rounds. It's going to be made in the second 5 rounds. So, we still don't know what's going to happen. That the second 5 rounds is where it counts.
I mean, 5 minutes for that first 5 rounds is still fast. That's still quick.
I mean, Tomo, I did 5 minutes last night on my first 5 rounds, and I was trying to be as conservative as I possibly could. But as I said earlier, the wheels just came off in that second 5 rounds. It was unreal. I thought, because I had paced it so well, my first 5 rounds, the second 5 rounds, I was going to be fine. But I really wasn't fine. It wasn't okay.
Yeah, I think this is where this race starts, and I think this is where the workout starts. There we go, Henri starting.
Solid on those thrusters. Nice overhead position.
And going unbroken on the thruster now. So that's interesting. I think 7's also a tricky one to break up. It's kind of, for these guys, it's not too much of an issue, and it's going to come down to the muscle ups.
Yeah. Be interesting to see what he does on those muscle ups. He's been quite strategic because he's watching the clock. So he obviously planned to do the thrusters unbroken. The bar muscle ups give themselves a bit of a rest before he went for it. He obviously knows his splits from yesterday. So obviously part of his plan now.
Oh, there we go. It looks like he's going to go unbroken.
Nice. Nice smooth bar muscle up, catching nice and high.
Oh, looking good. There we go. Yeah, we go. Ruan. Oh, that bar muscle up's looking good.
It is, but he's catching a little bit low. So, I mean, if he can maintain that press, then that's going to be good for him. But if he can't, which I suspect the press is going to start catching him. Henri's catching high on the bar muscle ups, so he's using his hips a little bit more, so that press is probably not going to catch him as badly.
So then hopefully staying unbroken with those bar muscle ups.
He's going to stick to the plan, and nothing's really going to change. There's little things that... as an athlete and as competing at the level that these guys do, you'll find that there's little tricks that they'll use that people don't really see or understand or notice. Like Henri catching high in those bar muscle ups is eliminating a fair amount of press. And you'll probably find that he's conscious about it. It's not an unconscious thing or a subconscious thing. He's probably quite conscious about eliminating the amount of pressing he's doing by catching as high as he can.
A very good movement pattern, moving really well.
Very nice, very nice.
Here we go. Second round done in that second set. Looking good, looking strong.
Yeah, he's clearly watching the clock. He knows when he needs to be going and what he needs to be doing.
Yeah, Ruan back on those bar muscle ups. That was better.
I'm going to be quite impressed if Henri manages to keep it the way he's planned.
Yeah, it'll be a really good score.
Yeah. Henri really has put in the work, though. For years he was, the average CrossFitter, and you can see how much work he's put in. 3 years ago, people probably didn't know who Henri was, and now you look at him and he's one of the best in South Africa. I mean, he's a sharp athlete.
Yeah, very, very solid. Shows up high on that open leaderboard every time, and I think it's quite interesting because often the team guys kind of get forgotten, the team guys and girls, because they're not moving into that individual space at the semi-final. But I mean, this is great, and I mean, there's not a lot of individual competition for athletes in South Africa. I know There was LMS last year, but that's kind of really it. So this is the one place that they get to show off and test themselves against everyone.
Henri's still catching quite high on those bar muscle ups. If you have a look when he goes again, Ruan's starting to, as I said, the wheels are starting to come off a little bit. It is really hard, you know, with the change of, whatever's happened and changed in his life in terms of work. It is really hard to maintain as an athlete the amount of training that you want to do, and you kind of get your head into quite a negative place because you're trying to maintain and start this new lifestyle that you've taken on, and at the same time your old lifestyle is being an athlete. You're training 3 to 4 hours a day. And you kind of get your head gets the better of you to a certain degree because you see what everyone else is doing and you start panicking and worrying because everybody else is doing a massive amount of work and you just can't get it in. You're tired from work, you are trying to run a gym, you are, it's quite a difficult thing to get your head around.
I think it's always a tricky lifestyle change. Often when we talk to Olympic athletes and their change moving into a work relationship, is you're not getting that instantaneous feedback. When you're an athlete, you do a session, you're moving heavier weight, you're progressing all the time, and now you're moving into a situation where you're working for a company. There's not feedback all the time. You've got a job to do, you've got to get it done. You may be doing a project in 6 months. You're not getting that instant feedback all the time, and that can often be very hard for athletes to change that mindset. So it's a very tricky change.
Yeah, 100%. It's been quite a shift myself as well, being a master and being where I'm at. It's hard to see and feel where my body's at in comparison to the youngsters, and to see the amount of training they can put in comparison to the amount that I can put in. My body just doesn't maintain as much as they do, and you've got to really get a hold of your head with this kind of thing. You've really got to know enough about programming, enough about competing to be able to go, it's okay, it doesn't matter, it doesn't define me. And there's so much that goes on in an athlete's head, because a lot of athletes compete for a certain reason. Not all athletes do it for the right reasons, but it really is a head game.
Henri's still moving well, slowed a little bit now, but that's expected. The cumulative load in this workout is big.
100%. You know where he is? I think he's finishing up his fifth round.
I think this is 5.
3 to go. Ruan starting his 5th round now.
Yes, that's it for Henri. 12:40. That's big.
Yeah, I'd love to know if it was better than his first score or not.
That was very impressive. Ruan's still moving well.
Let's hope. I'd like to see him go unbroken on these.
Looks like he's going to finish, yeah.
Still a great score.
Just shows you that experience. Working a 9 to 5 and you can still show up and do this with an hour a day. It's testament to, that's brilliant. 13, 18, that is brilliant. These guys really put on a show. That was phenomenal.
Yeah, phenomenal athletes and a good representation, I think.
That was great. Ladies up next. Let's see what happens.
And guys, tell me about that. How was it? Henri, better or worse than your first attempt?
Worse.
Really?
Yeah.
How did you change strategy? Just give us a bit of a rundown.
So the first one yesterday I did the 5 rounds of 10 unbroken, and then I break the 60 thrusters 4-3 from the start, and the bar muscle also 4-3. So what I hoped to do is to break up earlier. Maybe it will pay off in the bar muscle ups and the heavy thrusters, but I could only hold 3 of the 5 rounds unbroken on the thrusters and the bar muscle up. So yeah, a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. I'm still happy. Like to throw down with Ruan for the first time, so it's a privilege. It's been an old dog for in the CrossFit community for a while now. So yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, I chose to break it up last night in the beginning, and it just doesn't matter. I don't think it would have mattered to me whether I'd broken it up or not. It just accumulates, and it's that press. Ruan, Henri, I'm going to stay on you for a bit. I noticed that your bar muscle ups you were catching super high. Conscious or subconscious?
No, that must be subconscious. I don't really think when I bar muscle up, I just try and do it.
I do think that helped you quite a bit, just because there's so much pressing in this workout. I do think that high catch is quite a thing, and you've got to be quite conscious about throwing the hips. But obviously, you say subconscious, and I think that's quite a nice thing to have with your bar muscle ups. Ruan, how did it go? This is your first attempt, and how was it?
Disgusting. Wow. First attempt, yeah. I started unbroken on my first 2 rounds. I saw Henri broke it up from the start. Try to follow his game plan. I think it was a smart choice to move over to breaking it up. As you mentioned, it just accumulates throughout the workout. Just gets super grippy on the muscle up and thrusters at the end, and then just try to have a strong finish there with 7 thrusters and 7 bar muscle ups at the end. Glad to finish the workout where I'm currently at in my journey, so I'm super proud and happy of where I am now.
Yeah, I think that's a phenomenal time. Considering, as you say, where your life has been, I think that's a phenomenal time, and I think you can be happy with that. The fact that you can, as I was saying to Tomo when we were chatting about while you guys were working, is that it's quite a switch to make, going from being a full-time athlete to, having other things happening in your life, and all of a sudden you don't get to train as much. Your head starts playing games with you. Just tell us about your journey and how it's been.
Yeah, 100%, like you've mentioned. Transitioning from a full-time coach, full-time athlete to looking after your family and stuff like that really started being a big priority in my life. And like you've mentioned, I think the main thing on that is your mentality, because now you only have certain times and hours to train, and that's where you really actually have to work with your mentality, work with yourself, and really motivate and put in what you can in that little bit of time you have to train. But at the end of the day, having a kid and family, we all go through that process, hopefully. And it's a really important one, and it's a valuable one that I'm happy to enjoy and walk that road forward.
100%. And I'm not saying that, Henri, you've got a family as well. You've got how many kids?
Well, 2.
Yes, 2 kids. How old are you?
I'm 33.
Really? Yes, I thought you were a lot younger. That's phenomenal. Yeah, jeez. I think that's exactly it, is that, life changes, and it has, and it does for all of us, and you got to get your head around it. There's that athlete, what I call the athlete's panic, and you start realizing that everyone else is out training you, and then you worry that you're not doing enough, and and then you've got kids you got to think about, and your family, and life to prioritize, and your training starts coming second. But considering that's where you're at, I think you've done phenomenally well, and I wish you all the best for the season going into semis. I'm pretty sure that you're going to make it. No. And you, Henri, with regards to making team, I would love to see an African team go all the way with very few hiccups, less hiccups that we've had in the past 2 years or so. And wishing you guys both all the best for the season. Hey, well done, guys. These are our 2 ladies for today. We've got Dina Swift on my right, and we've got Janine Enslin on my left. Now, normally I'm standing next to them in the lane waiting to go, watching what they're doing. But today, I get to watch you guys from the outside. It's quite exciting, a different place to be. And Janine, I'm going to start with you. You've already done this workout yesterday?
Yes. Yeah, I did. I'll tell you afterwards if it was a good idea or a bad idea.
Okay. Dina, have you tried it yet?
I haven't, no, this is my first time.
Okay, so this is your dry run. Yeah. Janine's already done her dry run. Tell me, what do you think about this workout?
It looks good. Spicy, forearms, legs. Understand why Castro gave the little chicken leg situation, but I'm keen to try it and see what happens.
Yeah, I think the grip thing comes into play if you have got a certain amount of bar muscle ups. If you don't, it's not a grip thing. It's just a press thing. Janine, what do you think of this workout?
I think it's a smart workout, and it depends on your ability. You're going to have to pace this workout based on where you're at. So you're going to have to be honest with yourself. So it's very individualized.
Henri said he changed his strategy. Have you got any plans to change your strategy?
I don't know. I wasn't planning on it. But I think I'm just going to see what I feel like and then listen to my body and stay within myself. That's advice that Dina gave me. Stay within yourself.
I mean, that's so wise. You've got so much depth to you, Janine. Come a little bit closer. You're super far and I have to reach. And I just need to ask you one more thing. Dina, natty or not?
Natural. Fuck's sakes, is there anything else?
Natty or not? Natural. Are you natural or not?
Natural. What do you mean? I didn't even know what the question.
I mean, I think we've got to ask the South Africans this question at the moment. Yeah, the point was I was supposed to have that response. But yeah, guys, and your plans for the season, Dina?
Individual, hope I make it to the semis and then hopefully the games.
Okay, and obviously you're in team with Henri.
Yeah.
And how different is to your team last year?
We're 3 of the same individuals. We just got a new girl in our team. We've got a very nice energy and synergy in the team, and we're hoping for the best. We're going to give it all.
Yeah, you guys are going. The aim is to go all the way. As I said to Henri, I'd love to see it, and I'd love to see the South African teams go with very little hiccup. So I wish you all the best, and I'm looking forward to see what you guys have to offer today. Thanks. Finish strong, girls. Good luck. They're off. Yes, I'm not a fan of these dumpy plates, I'm not going to lie. I hate these short plates.
Smaller plates. It always seems like it's lighter.
I'd like to be quite interesting to see the difference here. I mean, Dina's a bit of a heavier athlete. Janine's a little bit lighter, but Janine is so strong for her size.
Yeah, she is a little bit, but she's gymnastics-wise, then that will just be always a great thing if you lighter.
Yeah. And I mean, Dina's gymnastics is good for her size. I mean, I know being a heavier athlete.
And it improved so much. I mean, I've known her since the beginning, and also to see her improve over the years, and especially her gymnastics, because she's always been a strong athlete. It's awesome to see how much work she puts in regarding that.
Yeah. These slashes should be interesting. I mean, this lighter weight, they won't feel at all. I mean,
no,
both
not
of them,
these ladies.
Both of them quite tall athletes. I actually thought Janine was a bit taller than she is, but standing next to me, she's not that much taller.
She seems taller from further away.
Dina seems to have quite a solid pace. Let's see if she keeps unbroken. I mean, she can keep unbroken on the first 5 rounds. That's not a problem for these 2 athletes. But it's the second 5 rounds that it starts getting a bit hairy.
Definitely comes down to the second part of the workout.
Tell me, I've never paired up or partnered with either of these athletes. It's weird. I mean, I think I've been with most female athletes in a team somewhere, but I've never been in a team with Dina, and I've never been in a team with Janine. How do you find it teaming up with Janine?
I am very excited. She's an awesome athlete to team up with. She's very considerate, supportive. She always takes you in consideration, and she pushes you to better yourself and to get to her level. So for me, it's someone I look up to, and I always want to do my best for her and for myself. I've never teamed up with Dina, but like I said, I've known her all over the years, and it is definitely a teammate I would love to partner up with one day, maybe, just even if it's a Pretoria Throwdown or something local. I think she's an awesome athlete.
Both these females from the very beginning, from when I started CrossFit, I think they started the same year as me, and both these females have been to all the semis as me, as well as all the regionals. So when we were overseas in Spain and Denmark, both these athletes have done all individual comps, the same individual comps as me, and they're both still going really strong. It's nice that they've still got, they've got time on their side. Janine is from the get-go. I believe that she's been an incredible athlete. She is an incredible athlete. She's got a great head on her shoulders. She loves to go dark. And she's just exciting to watch.
Very, and graceful. Both of them, actually.
Dina also a very good head on her shoulders with regards to competition. She's been around the block. She's been overseas many times. She's been to the games, actually. She's got
yes, she does.
She's had a ticket to the games. She's been there. She knows what it's like. She knows what it's about. She knows what it's expected. Yeah. Also, a good head on her shoulders. Likes to push. Likes to work. I think her at the moment, out of the females in South Africa, she's probably got the most training hours under her belt.
Yes, and experience. I mean, I think training, yes, is a big part, but getting that competition experience, overseas especially. I mean, your international, that level of anxiety, competing at that level teaches you so much. I can take for myself, last year I did so many comps and I'm definitely a much better athlete because I competed so much and got that, how can I say, anxiety exposure to learn how to control it. So that's a big thing when it comes to competing in real life and competing online. It's two way different things.
I think that becomes, Janine doesn't train as much from what I understand. She's running a box, she's coaching, and so she doesn't get as much training time as she would like. But I think she's very conscious about the quality over quantity,
Definitely.
whereas Dina spends a lot more time on her quantity. I'm not saying that her quality is bad, but Dina's got a lot more quantity in her training. Janine is quite specific about what she does, how she does it.
When she does it, and at least get some work in the busy days that she's got. Yeah, I know now. Obviously, as a teammate, we do see each other's schedule the whole time. So yeah, I know she's running a busy box, but she's still a great athlete, and she gets in when she needs to get in. She's doing great, both of them.
Okay, Dina's off on her next 5 rounds. Let's see how this goes. Be interesting to see what happens with the bar muscle ups. If she's gonna break up the thrusters, or if she's gonna try and hold everything unbroken.
And it's a breakup. We need to.
Yeah, with that, I think it's smart. This thruster on a good day for us is not particularly heavy, but after the accumulation of that lighter weight, it really does get heavy.
It hits differently after the 29, or 50 reps on 29. It hits you from behind.
Yeah, Janine, same strategy, and I think Dina's going to do the same thing on the bar muscle ups.
Yeah, best would be is to break this up, I would say, from my as an athlete perspective.
So Dina catching quite low on the bar and having to press it out. Let's see if Janine catches a little bit higher. I was chatting to Henri about whether he was consciously catching as high as he could, just because that press becomes quite hectic. Janine doing the same thing. I think it is a little bit harder for a female to catch higher on the bar muscle ups.
Yeah, it is. You want to try and keep it controlled. That's the most important thing. Because if you catch too high and you don't get the control, then
Janine going unbroken on her first set of bar muscle ups.
It's such a dog fight in the end.
It really does become a bar muscle up workout. So it'll be interesting to see how Janine's bar muscle ups go.
Nice, ladies.
Dina, I think, has just come out of a knee op, eh?
Yeah, she did last year around semis.
Okay.
I saw on Instagram. She did have to go for another knee op. But she's doing well. She's keeping at it, keeping her mind to it, which is awesome. A lot of athletes, unfortunately, if they do get injured, they don't always have that grit to push through and keep coming back, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I know, we've had these shoulder ops and coming back, and you kind of feel like, geez, I've lost a year of training and the others have gained so much time on me. But it really is a mental game coming back. Dina seems to have done it well. Not only once, she's done it twice.
Yes.
Let's see if Janine holds these ones unbroken. She took a bit of a break before she started, so let's see. She might keep it unbroken. Looks like the accumulation is starting to set in with Dina. She did 3 on her first set, whereas her first round of the 5, she did 4 and 3. She's now done 3. I think she's going to break it into a 2 and a 2.
Yes.
Janine got unbroken on that. That is phenomenal. At this point in the game, it is phenomenal. I mean, you watch the games athletes on the announcement, they started breaking these up a lot earlier than I thought they would. So it'd be interesting if she can keep these unbroken for at least the first 3 rounds. That will be great.
Very, very much. That's it, ladies. Come on, keep it up. You're doing great. Come on, Janine.
Janine looks like she knows where her capacity is. So she knows that the bar muscle ups is where she's going to make her ground, and so she's taking her time on the thrusters. But I think it comes down to knowing yourself as an athlete. You know where your line is, and you need to just stay right under that line and be able to maintain under that line.
You are more consistent on your thrusters, maybe go faster on them, and then break them or the gymnastics up for yourself, just to make sure you get no reps and keep it consistent right throughout the workout.
100%. Going strong, going for a 4th rep. It looks like she's going to go for another set unbroken.
Yes. Come on, Janine! Yes. Good job.
Third round of the 5.
Vibe is killing it. Obviously, all her supporters from her box is here. I know they cancelled class this morning to come and watch her. It's really awesome having that strong community behind you, I must say. It makes a massive difference as an athlete.
And you probably find as a box owner, like last night she was putting all the time and effort into all her athletes, making sure they got through this okay.
And
put herself second,
Yeah.
and still managed to pitch up here and do what she's doing. Is amazing.
I actually have goosebumps while you say that. Just
I mean, as a box owner, you put your members first when it's their turn. But and the nice thing is that the more you do that, the more they put you first when it's your turn.
Exactly. And then you've got all the support that and more than you've ever asked for.
As a competitor, it's nice to have those people in your corner, because when you need something, when you need anything, those people are watching you. They're there. They support you. They back you. They're literally your best supporters. And a nice lesson to learn from this is that, as a competitor, you feel the pressure having these people support you so much, but at the same time, they couldn't care whether you come last or whether you come first. They
For
just
you,
love the
for
fact
them,
that you're there.
you are everything, and like the most amazing athletes that they know.
Yeah.
That's it, Janine. Come on, Janine. Yes, Michael, well done. Come on, Janine.
Unbroken.
Yappa, Janine.
One more.
Yappa.
That is incredible.
I think Janine is on to her last round.
Yeah, this is her 5th round. Dina is starting to struggle a little bit on those bar muscle ups, but she, as I said, she is a heavier athlete, so those bar muscle ups really do start becoming hard.
Yeah, this workout, it's actually equally distributed if you think about it. The heavier athletes, the taller athletes will do very well at the thrusters. When it comes to gymnastics, it is going to be more difficult. Pulling all that weight up.
It is, however, so what you have to realize is that the thruster is a press. More than a squat, it's a press. And for the bigger athletes to have to press your body weight and then press a heavier weight, it does start accumulating.
It does, definitely. It's gonna blow up your shoulders, forearms, biceps. Everything's gonna be blown. Come on, Janine! Let's go, Dina! Come on, Dina! Come on, Dina, let's go! Got him up!
Janine's time yesterday was apparently a 12:40 something, so it'll be interesting to see if she can get a better time.
Come on, Janine!
4 more reps to go. 3 more reps to go for Janine.
Doing the workout twice in a row takes a lot of toll.
Yeah, I did it once and I don't want to do it again.
Come on, ladies! Come on, Dina! Let's go, Dina! Come on, Dina! Come on, Dina, let's go! We've got 1 minute and 40 seconds left.
The fact that she's only starting to chicken wing now is phenomenal.
Well done, ladies. That was an epic fight. Well done. Good job.
Incredible performance from both those ladies, especially Janine. That was phenomenal to watch. Janine, how was that?
That was hard.
Harder than the first time?
Harder than the first time, yeah, for sure.
I don't believe it. You did bar muscle ups unbroken.
That's my thing. I had to capitalize.
I mean, you were quite strategic on that the barbell. I did see you put it down quite a bit, and I think that was quite a conscious thing, knowing that your bar muscle ups were where they were at, eh?
Yeah, if you know that you're going to break your bar muscle ups a lot, you're going to have to go harder on the thrusters. But I knew that's where I could win the time.
And in terms of did you make any changes, any different changes to what you did yesterday?
Honestly, like 3 rounds into the first part, I was like, I remember this sucked yesterday. I don't want to go that hard again. And I did my first 5 rounds unbroken yesterday. My split time was more than 30 seconds faster. But I made the conscious decision to break so I could feel fresher in the second part.
And your time today, better or worse than yesterday?
22 seconds longer, worse.
Okay, but you did the workout twice, so we can forgive you for that. Yeah, I mean, I think those bar muscle ups were incredible. 7 unbroken. I mean, I watched the games athletes do it, obviously on the announcement, and they started breaking that stuff up. I mean, way ahead of where you did. It was actually quite incredible to watch. Well done, Dina. This is the first time you did it. Tell me about it.
It was rough. I think it helped to talk with Janine, who helped. She sort of gave me like pointers and where it's going to get rough. So that definitely helped a lot. But it stays rough. Like I started breaking. I wanted to break the muscle ups. So that went according to plan, but the last 3 sets just broke me like completely. I thought I'd given myself enough time with the 5 first reps against Janine, but you can't beat unbroken, you know.
No. And as I was saying while you guys were busy, is that I've been to regionals and semis with you guys every single year that we've been. We were in Denmark, we were in Spain a few years in a row. The nice thing is that, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, the nice thing is that we've been around each other for, so many years, and where there is information to be shared, there's no holding back. You know, everyone's quite, and I know, and I can only speak for the females, that everybody's quite chilled and is prepared to help everybody else. There's very little fear in terms of somebody's going to beat you. It's a collective effort, when it comes to getting through a competition, getting through a workout, and it's quite supportive. And as I said, I can only speak for the girls, is that we're quite supportive with each other, and it's not a terribly it's competitive, but in a very healthy way. And it's nice to see the two of you go against each other, because I think you're two of the OGs. You've been around for years. It's 12 years for you now, hey?
Yes, 12 years. Dina and I competed together in Spain. We lived together in Spain, we traveled together in Spain, and we really care for each other. So that makes it so nice. I told her before we went, I was scared for the workout, not for competing against her, because if she wins, I bless her and I respect her for it.
And so nice to hear that, and so nice to see that, and I love the fact that the females competitors are there. And Dina, what do you have to say?
Yeah, same thing. I was so relieved to see on the email Janine against me. It just feels like it takes so much pressure off of me, knowing that we'll both come into this competing, but also supporting. Yeah,
100%. And as I was saying to Tom as well earlier, is that if we are scared to, and as South Africans, I feel like there is quite and again, I'm speaking for the females, is that if you're scared to support the person next to you, it means you're scared to lose, and it means that you don't back yourself enough. And it's nice to see that you both back yourselves enough to give back to each other, and you're not scared to lose. And it just means that the females are going to go from strength to strength. Well done, you two. It was really, really nice to watch you. Nice to see you on the floor again. And I'm wishing you the best with the team. As I said, I'd love to see that team go all the way. Dina, all the best for you. I hope you make it to the games.
So guys, that's it. It concludes the head-to-heads at CrossFit Jozi for the 2024 Open. Mary, that was three great weeks. It was awesome to see the support here. What do you think? Awesome show.
I think it was nice to see the athletes do the workouts. Like every year you also see the the scoreboards and the leaderboards, but you never really get to see the athletes do it. So it was really nice to see videos, and I personally watched all of the workouts on the videos other than myself. I even watched that one actually. But nice to see all the athletes actually do the workout, because you also sometimes you don't know if they're giving themselves bro reps, and they're doing it at their own gym. It's nice and comfortable. So nice to see the athletes out doing the Open.
Yeah, I think we put them under a bit of pressure. Head-to-head's always a different ball game. You can get sucked into someone else's strategy. But like we said in the beginning, in that first week, we want to show the community the work that these athletes put in. And for all of us in our gyms, on a Friday night or a Saturday morning, we throw down and we do the same workout, but we never really see these elite athletes throw down. And it's a vastly different game, and it's amazing for us to see how good they are and how all that training and the hard work that they put in really shows.
Yeah, and the little things that the athletes do that people don't know yet. It's nice to see them warm up. Well, how do they warm up when they compete? What are they conscious of? What are they not conscious of? What are the little things that they're doing that has given them that edge? Because as you get towards the top, like these guys are, there's little things that people will do that give you an edge over other people. So a little bit of insight and a little bit of understanding as to what those things are.
Yeah, and I mean, now we really get into the exciting part. We move to quarterfinals, and that's going to decide who's coming to semis.
Watching the leaderboard and seeing who goes where. Always fun. I love to see who's going team, who's going individual. And then, you kind of start comparing the different teams and the different individuals. There's so much to watch from here onwards.
Yeah, I think it's going to be great, and we can't wait to see all of them at the semi-final. Rebel Renegade games are going to be great this year. Yeah. We've got a new venue. Volunteer forms are up, so if you haven't made it and you don't think you're going to make it to that semi-final as an athlete, then sign up to be part of the team to help us run this event. This is an event for the community, by the community, and there's going to be a hell of a lot of activations for the volunteers. We're going to look after them really well this year. Spectator tickets are going to go on sale. We're hoping to launch those 1st of April. We've managed to bring that ticket price down, so we're going to do an early bird special of 500 Rand for a weekend pass.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's going to be great. And we've got a whole lot of activations coming up.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. There's some new sponsors that are going to be released in the next few months, which is going to be really cool, and it's just going to elevate this event and make it something real special.
I mean, I know for me, I'm not competing, but I'm definitely going to be there in some way, whether I'm volunteering, whether I'm, running outboard, I don't know, but I'm going to be there, and I'm going to be, I need to be a part of it. Like, I don't know how anyone, CrossFit South Africa, anyone who is a CrossFitter isn't there. I just don't understand it. It's going to be a vibe.
That's the key, and I think moving the venue a little bit outside of town is going to make it a vibe, and we want the community there for the weekend. We're going to have activations. We're going to have CrossFit REF's going to be running, so you're going to be able to throw down, get some training in. We're going to have CrossFit Education there. They're going to be running some certs and seminars, so you're going to be able to pick up some knowledge, get a little better, learn some new skills. It's going to be a vibe. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, Tomo.
Great, guys. So keep watching our social media for some updates, and we'll see you there.